the Bank of Ghana has indicated it will not hesitate to roll out tougher sanctions against recalcitrant banks and financial institutions caught in fraud-related activity. It's coming after a recent Bank of Ghana report shows that an increase in fraud-related activity as well as value increasing from 115 to 1 billion cedis. The report shows that more than half of bank staff aided these fraud cases. There are, however, concerns that enough is not being done to serve as a deterrent to others. Dr. Joseph Franz is head of financial stability at the Central Bank.
The focus is that all the chains, the value chain of the providers, service providers, as against the fraudsters, must be tight. So there won't be any weak link in that value chain. And that is the essence. And that is what we are focusing on, to get the value chain have one goal congruence and also watertight niche. Yeah.
But away from the publication of the report, again, are we going to see BoG move on to take sudden actions against the recalcitrant financial institutions that you will see that it's still picking up in terms of these fraud cases? Because some are saying that it appears that even though this report has come out consistently, we've seen certain areas picking up.
The Bank of Ghana certainly regulates the system and then ensures that the right things are done. So institutions that do not obviously do the right things are sanctioned by the Bank of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana sanctions the institutions as we speak. We don't wait for this report we sanction the institutions over and over when certain infractions come up. So yes, of course, we do sanction institutions as they fall foul.
Penalty units and financial sanctions. Are we going to see a situation where we move, because some are saying that some of these banks are quite strong financially, that those penalty units might do little to shake them, if I should use that expression?
No, pecuniary sanctions are not, most of the banks do not really even value the pecuniary sanctions. They look at whether they have been sanctioned, even if it's a warning letter. They look at, have we been warned, have we been sanctioned? Then they value it in terms of reputational damage that the institution might have. Can you imagine if we had put names of institutions on this report, the reputational damage that they could have? So when you are sanctioned, and of course you are sanctioned and the central bank tells you that when you are sanctioned in your financial statements, put there that you have been sanctioned by the central bank. And that's what happens. If you look at the financial statements of banks, there is a portion for whether the institution has been sanctioned or not. So of course, somebody like you will want to find out why were they sanctioned, and that alone is what the banks will want to avoid, and not necessarily how much I paid for being sanctioned.
As we speak right now, is that being enforced by these financial institutions and banks? If your department recommends that Georgia Bank should be sanctioned, am I supposed to capture that in my financial statement?
Of course, yes. You look at the financial statements, both the audited and unaudited. There's a portion whether an institution has been sanctioned. If nothing is there, then the institution has not been sanctioned. But if the institution has been sanctioned for one infraction or the other, that is there. And all the reports come to us. The financial statements, we see them. So if an institution has been sanctioned, yes, we cross-check.
Are we going to move to a situation where maybe we name and shame? And I know one of your department's core responsibilities to ensure that the system is quite safe and sound. But will we get to a situation where you, the regulator, would not hesitate to name and shame? And if that also, moving on, maybe possible license withdrawal?
Well, we are above even the regulator. This is where you, the institution, will have to write your own will by telling the public that I've been sanctioned by the central bank. It's even more than the central bank putting your name out there. You are telling the public that I have been sanctioned by the central bank. What is more punitive than you yourself reporting yourself? So that is where the world is going to, and that is what they are doing. And we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to enforce that directive.
Would you look at the option of possible name and shame as well?
Well, once an institution has named itself and shamed itself, why should I come and tell the public again? We ensure that the institution themselves will tell the public that, yes, we have been sanctioned. And that is enough as far as we are concerned. That is even more punitive than the central bank coming to name one institution or the other.